if u, v, and w are integers, is u greater than 0? So all we know is we got a bunch of integers. Let's see if our statements will tell us more. Statement 1, u is equal to v squared plus 1. Okay, so what do we know about v squared? So first of all, if u, v, and w are integers, that just means they got to be whole numbers. And so one thing that you might wonder is 0 an integer? 0 absolutely is an integer. It's not positive, but it is an integer. So we can have negative integers, we can have positive integers, we can have 0. And so here we know u is equal to v squared plus 1, and we also know v has to be an integer. So you might want to check, okay, so what happens when I make v negative, 0, or positive? Now when we square something, it always has to be greater than or equal to 0. So the lowest possible value, that means for v squared, is going to be 0 itself. That's when v is 0. And so because of that, the lowest possible value for u is 0 plus 1, which is 1. Everything else will be greater than that. Therefore, this is sufficient to say, yes, u is greater than 0. Statement 2 says u is equal to w to the 4th plus 1. Well, this is basically the same thing as the first statement. Even though we replaced our v with our w and we replaced a power of 2 with a power of 4, that's not really the issue here. The issue here really is our power even or odd, because anything raised to an even exponent will always be greater than or equal to 0, and we just swapped one integer, v, for some other integer, w, and so this is telling us really the exact same thing about u, and that is u will always be greater than or equal to 1, therefore it's always greater than or equal to 0. So that is also sufficient, and D is the answer.